Good morning, children. So, children, today we are going with our second type of reaction, which is called decomposition reaction. The chemical reaction in which compounds split into two or more simplate substance. Children, what happened in combination reaction? Two reactant combine together to give one product. It's a reverse or inverse of combination reaction. It's a opposite of combination reaction. Children, here one reactant decomposed, break down into different products. It is decomposition reaction, usually a single reactant decomposed without presence of second substance, and very often the action of heat is sufficient to cause this reaction to take place. Simple language, AB just split into C plus D, or we can say that AB is just split into A plus B. Decomposition is a breaking of the compound either into elements or simple compounds such that a product do not recombine to form original compound. Decomposition may occur in presence of heat, light or electric current. Children, when we want to break something, when we want to decompose something, we have to apply force. We have to apply energy. Children, here we are applying energy in three different forms, either in terms of heat, light or electric current. If we apply the heat, then it is called thermolytic decomposition. If we apply sunlight, then it is called photolytic decomposition. If we are using electrical energy, electric current, then it is called electrolytic decomposition. Here we are having a different examples of different types of decomposition reaction. A compound breaks up into two or more elements. The compound mercuric oxide, when heated, decomposed into two elements called mercury and oxygen. Children, here you can clearly see that the arrow shows triangle. Children, this triangle the delta indicates that we apply heat for decomposition reaction. So children, this is example of thermolytic decomposition. When silver chloride is exposed to sunlight, undergo photochemical reaction. Children, if we are using sunlight, then it is called photochemical decomposition. It converted into gray color silver and greenish yellow gas chlorine. Here you can see that the 2AgCl silver chloride converted into 2Ag plus Cl2. The arrow shows sunlight, photolytic decomposition. When electric current is passed through acidulated water. What do you mean by acidulated water? We are having a water and we are adding little bit amount of concentrated sulfuric acid to make it more conductive. Children, distilled water do not conduct electricity. They require some salt for conduction of electricity. Here we are adding some concentrated sulfuric acid. We are adding acid to make it more conductive. Then the later decomposition into hydrogen and oxygen. A compound can break up to form two elements and compound. The compound potassium nitrate, when it decomposes, it gives potassium nitrate and oxygen. Children, so here we are having a different examples of thermolytic decomposition. A compound can break up into two or more new compound. Best example, calcium carbonate. If you remember, in combination reaction we already discussed about whitewashing the walls. Same calcium carbonate, when heated at 1000 degrees Celsius, it decomposed into calcium oxide, quicklime and carbon dioxide gas. Ferrous sulfate crystal are actually ferrous sulfate heptahydrate, FeSO4 into 7H2O. Children, the 7H2O is water for crystallization, which is responsible for its color. Children, ferrous sulfate, another name is green vitriol. It's green in color, and this green color is due to 7 molecules of water. Children, when we apply heat, first of all, the water molecules are evaporated. It converted into colorless crystals. Then it converted into brown color Fe2O3, ferric oxide. FeSO4, ferrous sulfate. Fe2O3, ferric oxide, different valencies, and SO2 and SO3. Oxides of sulfur. Children, these oxides of sulfur gases are having specific smell of rotten egg. Rotten egg smell is there. So now if we go with the observation, green color crystals first converted into colorless to brown, and now we are having rotten egg smell of different gases. A decomposition reaction is brought about by heat without any recombination on cooling, known as thermal decomposition. Children, decomposition of compounds of metal by heat are based on their reactivity. Compounds of reactive metals are more stable, they do not decompose easily. Here we are having list of metal hydroxide. Metal hydroxide are stable of to heat. Decomposition on heating for metal oxides and water vapor. Zinc, Fe, lead, Cu. They easily decompose into their oxides and water. Mercury and silver yields metal, oxygen and water vapor. Metal carbonate. Potassium and sodium carbonates are stable to heat and soluble in water. Calcium, magnesium, and aluminum decomposed on heating with decreasing vigorous to form metal oxides and carbon dioxide. Children, here you can see that based on their reactivity, sodium and potassium, they are not that much decomposed. If they decomposed, they are giving a soluble solutions in water. Zinc, Fe, lead, Cu. They decomposed into their oxides and release carbon dioxide gas. Same scenario with metal bicarbonate. Metal bicarbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate decomposed into metal carbonates, water vapor, and carbon dioxide. Nitrate. Potassium and sodium on heating they melt decomposed into metal nitrate and oxygen. Calcium, magnesium, aluminum decomposed on heating to form metallic oxide, nitrogen dioxide, and oxygen. Same scenario with Fe, Pb, Cu, and mercury. Decomposition reaction occurs in our body. Children, in our body also we are having different decomposition reaction. A complex food material just simply converted into simpler one by action of different enzymes and hormone. The best example, digestion in our body. Children, when we chew food, the saliva converted the starch present in our body into glucose. Finally, after aerobic respiration, this glucose is converted into carbon dioxide, water, and energy. How to perform decomposition reaction? Here we are having a different examples are there: zinc carbonate, lead nitrate, and ammonium dichromate. Children, on heating, they are giving different gases, different compounds. The upward arrow shows the release of gases. The same example we are having like FeSO4, ferrous sulfate. Children, CuSO4, it's also having 5 water molecules, which is blue in color. On heating, it's dehydrated and converted into white color, colorless, and release a water for crystallization. So far, most of the reaction that we have considered proceed quite definitely in a certain direction. If possible to identify the reactants and product, however, there are also a group of reaction in which direction of chemical change can be reversed by changing the conditions. Yes, obviously, if by heating we remove water molecules, by adding water we can add water for crystallization. CuSO4 into 5H2O on heating converted into CuSO4 plus 5H2O. If again I am adding water molecules, again it's converted into blue color crystals. This arrow shows, children, this two-side arrow shows that the reaction is possible in both the directions. Reactant to product, product to reactant. In either case, the reactant and with a mixture of reactants and product. To show thermal dissociation, heat some solid in a test tube. Two colorless gases, ammonia and hydrogen, are produced. The same scenario, when we mix ammonia and hydrogen chloride gases, we are getting ammonium chloride. Children, so in this way, a simultaneously reversible decomposition reaction brought about only heat is thermal dissociation. So children, if we apply heat, they decompose. Obviously, when we take out the heat or when we cool the temperature, again it become reversible. Next lecture, we will discuss about displacement reaction. Bye children, have a nice day.